test, make sure everything looks and sounds good, as we usually do. Let's see. Everything looks good. All of my audio is working. Hello, everyone. Let me go ahead and queue us up. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I hope you guys are having a great evening. Tonight, we are just going to be doing a little dungeon healing. I know we've been doing a lot of PvP lately, so I figured I'd do something, you know, for the PvE crowd. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, as of right now, I plan on doing just my random vet dungeon and then knocking out all the pledges for today. And that's the plan right now. You know, we'll see how things go. If it was like last time where we just kind of blow through the pledges super quick, probably hop in, maybe, you know, hop in a trial or something like that and finish off the night. But for the most part, I think, you know, it'll probably just be mostly focused on dungeon healing. So, yeah. We'll just wait for this queue to pop. Oh, right on target. Or right on time. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, my apologies for not streaming last week. Last week was the first day back to teaching with students again. And my students are great this semester. Like I have a fantastic crop of kids, but that Wednesday was the very first day back with all of them. And I was just like, oh, I need some time. Naj Kaldish, man, I haven't done this one in a while. I'm excited. It has been a while since I've done this. Honestly, I really don't think that I have got it on my queue since, like, it came out. That was what, like, update 48-ish? Something like that? Yeah, I remember when these first came out, it was Naj Kaldish and... oh gosh, what was the other one? I can't remember the name of it, but they were both pretty fun dungeons, so I'm looking forward to this. Oh goodness, I apologize if I, like, clear my throat a whole lot. I don't know what it is. I've just got, like, a tickle in my throat right now. Let's see. I can't remember if this one has any, like, secret fights or not. I don't know. I'm just kind of following the DPS and the tank. You know, whatever they want to do, I'll do. I'm chilling. Seems like we got a pretty good group here. Good DPS. Werewolf tank. Oh wait, no, not werewolf tank. Werewolf DPS. Very nice. I know that, you know, we have a werewolf, so I probably could swap out of SPC, but I don't think I really need to worry that much about it. I think I should be fine to stay in it. I don't think me swapping over to Zorans right now is gonna make us clear that much faster, if at all. Whoa! Jeez. Just got smacked there. Probably should have been blocking that, but I thought that I could back up more. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't just the enemy. I forgot about those little saw things that get you. Okay, well, I've learned my lesson, and I'll probably forget about it before I do this dungeon again in like 6 months. Oh, here we go. Hey, no, you don't want to hurt me. You wouldn't hurt a guy with a restoration staff, would you? What is... I remember that Spectre not doing anything that I like. So I'm gonna go this way. He's gaining on me. I don't know if I can keep outrunning him. He's gaining on me. I'm running out of stam. Okay, I think this is first boss in here. Oh yeah, this is a good one. There's a nice little heal check in here towards the end too. Well, I don't know about... maybe it's... I think it's at like certain percentage points of health. I'll go ahead and pop that. Yeah, there's a nice little heal check in here from what I remember. I don't think it'll be too bad. We're not doing this on hard mode or anything, but... Yeah, I think this eventually covers up the whole room, right? And we just kind of gotta deal with it. Yeah. Gosh, that voice is something else. Oh gosh, the Spectre again. Hey, there's so many of them. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and popcorn again. Oh, now I wish I hadn't done that. I can probably sneak this revive in. I don't think I'll die. Yeah, I got it. Well, sorry, werewolf friend. And there's just a lot of stuff on the ground. Like this is a lot of glowiness right now. Dude, there's so many ghosts. Oh my gosh. Get away from me. Oh geez. Okay, what happened there? I don't remember. I don't know if I had ever actually seen that. Oh, is it totems? Okay, this guy in chat says DPS gotta focus on totems. Huh, okay. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that mechanic could actually wipe you. I think that was the first time I have ever been wiped by that mechanic. Okay, so it sounds like DPS probably just needs to focus on totems a little bit, and we should be just fine. I'm gonna hold off on popping corn quite... Oh, gosh. Jeez, what got me there? The saw blade? The saw blade does 18,000 damage? Wow, it has been a while since I've been in here. Okay, lesson learned, don't stand there. I think it probably would. I probably would have survived that if I was using Witch Mothers. If we end up having a little too much trouble, maybe I will switch over to Witch Mothers. This build has plenty of sustain, so I'm not too terribly concerned about it. Trying to both stay close to our tank and also stay within range of the DPS. Okay, now I'll go ahead and pop ults. I think we should be good. Yeah, and the totems are spawning, so that should be perfect timing. Get away from me, Ghost. Okay, I think we should be good, right? It seems like they got most of the totems here. Yeah, we're good. I do wish that I had your power. You have summoned like 47 things just in this fight. If I could summon as many bone totems as you could, that would be weird because I'm a Templar. There we go, 1%. Very nice. Okay, yeah, it's starting to come back to me. I mean, not that there's a whole lot, like, for me to actually do. There's no, like, kite healing or anything that I need to do. Oh, okay, I thought that was me. I was like, man, I really pull that from that far? No, we got Kratos over here jumping down on him. All right. Yeah, you know, one thing I've talked about before on the channel is like if you've watched any of like my like trial ranking videos or DLC ranking videos or whatever, I always mention I'm not a huge fan of like Argonian aesthetic, you know, like I can appreciate it, but it's not really like my thing. However, this dungeon in particular, I feel like is really, really well designed. Like it's just really pretty to look at, you know? Okay, there we go. I was like, if I failed twice in a row, I'd be embarrassed. I was like, where's our other teammate? He was back there grabbing the chest. There we go. Beautiful. Let's keep her going. Yeah, it's really nice to be back in here again. It's nice whenever you end up, like, you know, if you, like, queue up for a random dungeon or something. It's nice whenever you get something that you don't, like, get to play super often, you know? Obviously, you know, there are some dungeons that are played significantly more than others just because, like, maybe they've got some good sets or something like that in there. So, whenever you get something that's not always played, it's nice. It's fun. Though it also makes me remember that after a while I do need a little refresher on some of these mechanics. Okay. Yeah, see, like, I don't know, I just feel like this, like, compared to a lot of other, like, Argonian stuff, this is super pretty. It's just really, really, like, well designed and nice to look at. Okay. I think we got second boss fight coming up, right? I'm, like, desperately trying to remember what that fight is. Oh, you know what? I think I remember vaguely. Oh, looks like we lost one of our... Okay, it was just a DPS. Yeah, we can fill that pretty quick. then I'll probably, if nobody else does, I'll probably whip out a companion real quick. Doesn't seem like anybody else is, so... Azander. He's kind of been my, like, go-to DPS companion lately. It's just really nice because he's got, like, both minor and major vulnerability in his kit, so it can actually be... He can act as, like, a pretty decent, like, support DPS if you kit him that way, which is usually what I use him for. Okay, I do remember this one now. I also remember this one giving some people some trouble. Like, I remember being a part of groups that did struggle a good bit with this one. But I think I remember how to do this. I mean, again, I know there's not a whole lot for me to actually do other than just keep people healed and make sure they've got plenty of resources and all that good stuff. But I think I remember how this one works. Seems like we're doing pretty good so far. 75% already. And for only having one DPS, it's not bad. Uh-oh. Hey, Xander. What are you doing? Can't die yet, Xander. Yeah, okay, this is what I remember, is this little, like, shockwave here in the middle. Depending on how this goes, I might end up, like, popping a barrier or something, just to keep people from dying, because this can kind of snowball a little bit. Like, once one person goes down, you can just start to lose everybody. But so far, it seems to be going okay. Whoa. Nice. Okay, good, good, good. I can't believe Azander's still alive. I thought he'd be super dead by now. Ooh. Okay, and we're back to the wave. I mean, I think it's really just, you just gotta kill these flame rocks, so I think as long as we can just focus them down pretty quick, should be okay. Oh, there we go. Azander finally went down. It was a good run, buddy. You had a good run. Is he going for the revive? He is. Oh, I should not have been standing by. Well, I mean, yeah, I shouldn't have been standing behind the tank, but there's not really a whole lot of places to stand right now. Okay, there we go. This is better. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this too, so we can get some more DPS out. Let me see if I can squeeze out a little revive on Azander real quick. Well, hold on, never mind. Yeah, because now we've got these guys. Where did... Oh, there he is. Okay. I think I can get it. Nope, I cannot. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried that. I wanted to be a little cheeky and see if I could get it, but I'm not going to risk that. Yeah, I'm not going to make the mistake of standing back there again. I'm not going to be able to dodge. Okay. Fine. Almost. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to go for that revive. Oh, nice. We got another DPS. Right? Is that what that was? Sounded like it. Did I not get that? I could have sworn I got that res off. Yeah, it says that I got the res off. Yep, resurrection pending.
Aetherius can wait.
Yeah, for not having a second DPS, that went better than I expected. Okay, yeah, so I did get the res off. He just didn't accept it. Unfortunate. Oh. Oh, that might explain it. I think he DC'd. Yeah, looks like he DC'd. Okay, this might end up not happening. But let's see. Let's give it a minute, and we'll see if it works out. If not, not a big deal. Yeah, it says one or more members are offline. So am I able to do anything here? Give it a minute, see if he comes back. If he got like internal errored or something, you know, it may take a few minutes. If that's the case, we'll probably just, you know, dip on out of here. Queue up for another one. But I guess while we're waiting, yeah, I hope you guys are having a good night. If you're just now tuning in, or you know you're watching this later, whatevs, we are just doing some chill dungeon healing tonight. Taking a little break from the PvP streams, doing some chill dungeon healing. I was mentioning earlier, I do apologize that I did not get a chance to stream last week. It was the first day with the kiddos back in the classroom, so I've got a great group of kids. They're awesome. But I was exhausted from all the like administrative stuff that I had to deal with and all of that. So I just took a little break, but we're back to it. And we'll just, you know, keep up the usual schedule. Let's see. Anything? Yeah, it's still saying one or more members are offline. I don't know, Tank hasn't said anything yet, so I think yeah, still offline. I think maybe this is probably not gonna work out in our favor. Anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. I think I'm just gonna quietly dip on out of here. Oh well, sometimes it happens. We'll queue up for another one. Hey Xander, I think you're gonna go away, buddy. There we go. Got a new one immediately. We'll see if maybe we get one of the pledges for today. Let me see. So we got, what is it? Moongrave Fane, Blessed Crucible, Wayrest 1. Very nice. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, if we kind of like blow through these in the first, hour and a half ish, we'll check Group Finder and see if maybe there's like a trial or something going on that we can hop into for to end off the night like we did during the last dungeon stream. But we're just playing it by ear. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But either way, let's see. While we're waiting, we can probably do a little inventory management here. I logged on and did my writs and all that good stuff right before starting stream, so I probably got some stuff to sell. Whoops, I did not mean to sell that. Give me that. There we go. Okay, perfect. Blessed Crucible. All right. I was talking to someone about it in my guild not too long ago. With just like how often you repeat the same base game dungeons for pledges, I do feel like it may be time to add like a second DLC dungeon pledge giver or something like that. That or, well, no, I don't want to say that. Like I was thinking maybe you could make one of the current base game pledge givers into a DLC dungeon pledge giver, but I know that might make it more difficult for some newer players to get, and like like base game players to get. Whoops! Okay. I did not. That was totally. I did not mean to do that. Quick, let's talk to him so I don't waste that. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is like the only boss in the game that you talk to before you fight him. Or not the only boss in the game, like the only dungeon boss in the game that you talk to before you fight him. I can't think of any other encounters that are like that. I think they pretty much all just aggro you immediately.
Are they worthy enough to face the pack? Let the games begin.
It's kind of one of those things, like some of the mechanics that we see in stuff in places like Frost Vault and stuff like that I'm like, I kind of wish that they would do more of that sometimes, Not that talking to a boss to get them to start the encounter is like this, oh my gosh, this is so amazing thing, but still, you get the idea, right? It's something cool, something different to do. It's got him. Yeah, there we go.
You're doing very well. It looks as if there's some fight in our challenges after all. Take them down.
Flank now!
Seems like we've got some pretty high DPS here. I wonder if we'll be able to knock out a couple of these guys before they even turn into werewolves.
We had two.
Adorable. Shall we give them a pendant?
I say, let's see how these soft skins fare against a real challenge.
Okay, and I popped my horn at the correct time this time. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're like barely getting their transformations off. Very nice. Ooh, there's a chest over there. See if anybody goes for it. I know that I don't really need the chest, because, like, I know for sure I have everything from this dungeon already, but I don't know. I'm a little loot goblin, I guess. I just love, like, just having stuff to decon, I guess. Oh, this is such a fun part. I love this. Yup, we'll just go ahead and grab everything. Alright. Now to listen to this lady yap.
The most exotic and dangerous beasts from the dark corners of Tamriel to test these challenges! The first monstrosities presented for your entertainment come from the ashlands of Morrowind.
Yeah, blah blah blah, incineration
An
beetles.
entire village before I captured them. Without further ado, it is my great honor to present a magically corrupted strain of shock. I call them incineration beetles.
Alright. Then we got the stinger.
Real reason you've come today?
I think I'll probably... Well, no, I'll pop horn for the Troll King, because I bet I can get it back to full before we get to the Lava Queen. And even if I can, I feel like I'll be able to get it at least high enough up that it'll last most of the fight. I don't know, Templar Ultigen is just so good right now.
From the volcanic island of Vardenfell, a creature of fury that knows no mercy, the vicious, the cruel, the Troll King!
Oh yeah, we are burning this guy real quick. Very nice. Yeah, I might not be able to get this back up to 500, but that's alright. Not a big deal. Huh, did I don't know if my tracker's off or what, but showing that that I didn't apply Major Slayer to one of our DPS. I don't know, maybe they were just a little too far away. Right. Yeah, I got it to 300. Not bad. A little lower than I'd like, but not a big deal. Maybe I'll hold off on just a second before I pop it. Whoops, I did not mean to climb. I did not mean to climb the ladder. Yeah, you know what? I think I might let him damage her down a little bit, and then whenever she starts spawning the Atronachs, I'll probably go ahead and pop horn there. Oh, tank. There we go. What did I do? Leave me alone. Nice. She didn't even get to the third round of them. Very good. GG. Thank you for group. Alright, cool. So then we can go ahead and dip on out of here and head into the next one. So I guess since we got that one, we can just queue for Wayrest and Moongrave. So, where is it? There it is. Wayrest and Moongrave.
The next time.
Let's see, how many transmutes do I have right now? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've got room. Okay. Well, in the meantime, while we are waiting, do a little more inventory management here. Oh, you know what? Here, I should repair my armor a little bit. And then I think I need to grab some more potions. And yeah, while we're at it, we'll just... Whoops! Did not mean to do that. There we go. We'll just refill those. I've got so many soul gems, I don't even know what to do with them anymore. I usually just end up, like, throwing them in the guild bank or something like that for other people to use. Let's see. We have anything else we need to worry about? I guess I could go grab that real quick, but that's one of those things, it's like, I feel like as soon as I go and actually do it, the dungeon's gonna pop, and then I'm gonna lose it. Let's, you know, we'll risk it for the biscuit. Let's see. Also, I did not even see, would that say Cyrodiil map? Oh yeah, sure did. Where is that? Okay, so that is... could not be much further away from either of the two Daggerfall Covenant spawn points. Yeah, I'll probably just end up selling that treasure map then. I don't really feel like it's worth the ride out there to get, like, a blue staff and 12 gold, you know? We'll go try to get the blacksmithing survey though. We'll see if that we'll see if we can get that before we pop our next dungeon. Ooh, I'll go ahead and take that. Let me see. No, is it not gonna let me up there? Okay. That's fine. We'll take the long way. gosh, these Blackwood surveys, man. They can never spawn them close to a way shrine, can they? Okay, hopefully we can grab these real quick. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I am not gonna ride back to another way shrine. I'm just gonna fast travel. And then we'll just head back to Stormhaven so we can be close to the Undaunted Enclave. There we go. All right. All right, now we wait. And you know, at worst, right? I guess like when you really sit back and think about it, at worst, I could probably do Wayrest sewers on my own if we just really like can't find anybody for one reason or another, but I don't think we'll have to wait too much longer. But I could probably knock out Wayrest by myself if I have to. Moongrave though, yeah, I'm gonna need I'm gonna need a group for that one. Not much longer though, because they've got what is it? It was or yeah, I know March of Sacrifices, or I think Moonhunter Keep was the other one, right? Not Moongrave Fane. Yeah. That's right. Never mind. I was thinking of the solo dungeons that were coming with update 51. I think it's March of Sacrifices and Moonhunter Keep, right? Because they wanted to keep it kind of werewolf themed. That'll be interesting. I wonder, like, I doubt that it will, but I wonder if it'll interact at all with pledges at all. Like, I doubt that completing a solo dungeon will get you any sort of reward for pledges, but I don't know. I do wonder if maybe they'll have some sort of like repeatable quest, like a daily quest or something like that you can do for specific solo dungeons, kind of like a pledge, but for solo dungeons. But I imagine they may wait until they have more of them, because I mean, if you're just starting out with two, it's probably not worth it to go through the trouble of creating that if you've only got two. Wait, how do you? Oh, like that. Okay. I never knew you could actually get up here. Get my loot over here. Yeah, we'll go in. The alligators will follow us. I'm gonna save my horn. Hey, leave me alone. Oh, I just realized I called him an alligator. That's probably why he's trying to kill me right now. I'm sure he took great offense to that one. There we go. Honestly, we probably just stand in it. I don't think it can actually hurt us. Okay, I wonder if someone in here is using like a solo build or something, because I have now seen Final Surge and the Energy Orb synergy,
Kill these interlopers.
which are two skills that I would not expect from a DPS. Necrotic Orb, sure. You know, like the Mystic Orb, I would definitely expect to see that from a DPS, but Energy Orb is certainly a unique choice for a DPS. And Spinal Surge. Oh, you know what? I guess that could be from the tank, probably. That makes sense. Gosh, this guy keeps teleporting. I forgot how much he, like, moves around. There we go. Oh, for a minute, I thought that they were going to go do the other boss in there. I was like, man, I haven't done that boss in a hot minute. I think that boss is like... it's what, like the... I think it's called like the Rat King or Skeever King or something like that. I think that boss is completely optional. I don't even think you need him for the quest. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to my horn. Save it for the Lich. Just about got him. There we go. Okay. Alright, we should be able to burn this guy pretty fast.
I can't allow you to
Oh, right, not the Lich on Wayrest 1.
Helen Gare who ended your life.
And... dead. Very nice.
You can't take us all. Torch it.
He said, you can't take us all. On the contrary, we have an Arcanist. He can, in fact, take you all.
Heal me! I was just looking for some fun.
Light it up.
Oh, you know what? Here's something I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you guys about yet. I don't know if you guys have been on social media a lot lately or anything like that. I won't say anything. I won't like spoil anything. Um, but there have been a lot of, like, I'm gonna say alleged leak about the Elder Scrolls 6, everything from the title to the setting to certain game mechanics and all sort, like, there have really been a lot of leaks happening lately. And granted, you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? You can never know for sure how much of this is actually true versus how much is just people wanting to get clicks. Um, but I don't think that it's a coincidence that we are seeing a lot of this stuff now. Um, I definitely think that, and it's probably still going to be a while yet, but I do think that they are ramping up to give us some sort of like concrete information about the Elder Scrolls 6. I don't know what sort of time frame that means. It for all I know, it could be tomorrow, it could be in a year, but I definitely don't think that a lot of the things that have come out lately, I don't think are coincidental. Yeah, and I had talked a bit about it during my like the 5K special. Someone had asked me if I plan on covering the Elder Scrolls 6. Probably not. I might play it on stream or something for a little bit. But that'll probably just end up being more of like a playing offline kind of thing, you know? But man, am I excited for that game. Like, even if it flops, like, even if it is like, no offense to any Starfield fans in here, but if it is like Starfield level mid, I won't even say bad, because I don't think Starfield was a bad game by any means. I think it was just like passable. I think, like, even if the Elder Scrolls 6 is nothing more than passable, I'm still gonna have so much fun with it. Like, so much fun with it. Okay. Grab this. There we go. Lesson intention. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Get good at ESO. Lesson intention. Yeah, what learning objective are we gonna go for today? How to clear our daily pledges. Success criteria. I will not die. My success criteria is no one dies. But if you caught the first part of the stream earlier, we had quite a few of those. Fortunately, old Hellinger here does not do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, okay, so I think that spinal surge that I was talking about earlier, I think that's on the tank. That makes a lot more sense. For a minute, I thought that was the DPS that was bringing that, and I was like, wait a second. It's like, that's my job. Not that I ever really use spinal surge. It can be pretty good, though, in places where you do need, like, major vitality on command. Though, with wardens being what they are now, you can kind of just get major vitality almost at all times if you've got a good warden. go ahead and pop that. A little bit of uptime on Major Force, never hurt anybody. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but man, she sure will slow you. Almost done. I'm not going to pop ult again. I'm just going to let it build up for whenever we hop into Moongrave Bane. And that one will be a bit more interesting. You know, I'm probably doing way more healing than I need to for a base game dungeon, but I'm not swapping around builds that much. GG. All right, cool. Another one down, one more to go. Let me see. So we've been at it for, what, right about an hour now? Yeah, I bet we'll have time for a trial tonight.
Nice work.
Let's see how long it takes us to hop into Moongrave Bane first. I was going to laugh if it was like an insta-queue. Okay, that's another one down. I think I got... Nope, okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna hold on to a couple of these so I can use them later for extra transmutes and stuff, or I can use extra transmutes on them later, I should say. Oh, you know what? Let me do this so I can repair my armor again. Okay. Good. Everything looks good. All right. Now we wait. I guess while we wait, we can look at what's in Group Finder. If I find anything that looks super enticing, maybe we'll go ahead and knock out a trial. Lucent Citadel. No, thank you. I have done enough Lucent Citadel lately. I'm doing more Lucent Citadel on Saturday. Sanctum Ophidia. I haven't done that in a while. That's fun. More Lucent Citadel. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, I guess I can't be too surprised, right? Null Arca is still so good right now. And I know a lot of healers probably want to get their hands on Zoran. And then normal Dreadsail Reef. Yeah, nothing that's like, oh my gosh, I desperately want to do that, you know? So we'll just wait for Moongrave, see if anything pops there. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. I'll mention it again, just in case you're hopping in or, you know, watching later on the VOD or stream or whatever. We are just doing some chill dungeons tonight, knocking out our pledges, and if we have time, maybe do a little trial towards the end, like we did for the last dungeon stream. And then I think next week we'll probably get back to some more PvP. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. Let me see, what else? What else have I got? Oh, someone had gave me a really good idea last week, or sorry, the week before, like last stream. I'm working on a video that I'm super excited to share with you guys. For my current community, I'm sorry it probably won't be super helpful for you guys, but maybe you have some friends who it might be helpful to. I'm working on a video right now that is helping people transition from tank or DPS into the healer role. So, you know, for my current ongoing community, you guys will probably be like, yeah, I'm already a healer, I'm good to go. But, you know, if you have any friends or whatever, you know, keep an eye out for that video if they wanna give healing a try. It almost acts as kind of like a returning player's guide to healing, if you will. Um, yeah, I don't know. I haven't finished it yet. I think I've mostly finished the scripts. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I want to add in there. But I definitely plan to have that out. Hopefully, um, by like the end of this weekend or maybe like Monday morning at the latest. So super excited for that. I'm. It's gonna be a good one. And then yeah, other than that, we just had a healer skill spotlight not too long ago, so you know, probably we'll do that again at a later date. Not sure what I want. I mean, I think honestly, because let me see if I post the transition video this weekend, then yeah, I think by the time I'm fixing to post my next video, it'll be time for update 51. So I will definitely. I expect a pretty, probably not like like update 46 or update 50 level beefy video. But definitely we'll have some stuff to talk about. You know, Dragon Knights and werewolves getting a pretty big nerf. So for my PvP enjoyers out there, that'll be a good talking point. And then there's some other things, like the hybridization, Templars and Sorks getting their class, like these. Here, I'll show you. Like Illuminate, right? Instead of granting minor sorcery, it's now going to grant a new passive that grants increased armor, and Sorks are getting a penetration passive, so that'll be really interesting. So lots of stuff to talk about there. I'll probably be testing out the new potions as well and seeing if those are worth anything. Um, they've got that new mending potion, which I believe is supposed to give you major mending. Depending on the uptime on it, it may actually replace spell power potions for healers. But I do still think that just like based on everything that I've been testing and reading, I do still think heroism potions will probably be best for PvE content. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Let me see. In the meantime, though, why don't we go stop by the bank? We'll go sell some stuff. Or put some stuff on a guild trader, I should say. There are people in zone chat. I know you guys can't see it because I've got Twitch and YouTube chat blocking it, but there are people in zone chat right now talking about like the just crazy amount of guild links that people are posting in chat all the time. And it reminds me that I've really got to get some sort of add-on or something to block those. Okay, we'll sell that here. And I'm gonna go ahead and sell this treasure map too. I'm not gonna go all the way to Cyrodiil for just that little bit of treasure. Okay, cool. While we're waiting, then why don't we also head over to Clockwork City? How many transmute stones do I have right now? Yeah, we'll head over to Clockwork City. We'll see if we can get a little Nirnhone weapon to sell real quick. And I think after we do that, we'll check Group Finder again, see if there's anything. Let's see. Yeah, this is taking a little bit to find Moongrave Fane here. There we go. Oh, no, no Nirncrux. Rip. Oh well. Do I have any left over from last time I did this? No? Okay, cool. Let's see. What have we got in Group Finder? I'm assuming that Dreadsail Reef listing is gone. Ooh, Sunspire. Not bad. And Rock Grove. That's one I haven't played in a while. That Sanctum Ophidia listing is still there, and Lucent Citadel. Maybe. Sunspire is tempting. It is my favorite trial. Rock Grove is interesting. I haven't done Rock Grove in... Gosh, it's probably been a couple months now since I've done Rock Grove. If not longer. Yeah, just Sunspire and Rock Grove, and then Sanctum Ophidia. I haven't done Sanctum Ophidia in a while either. Especially not on that. You know what I'm really looking forward to is I know it's a ways away, but whenever they add crossplay, I am really looking forward to that. Because you know group finders and queues and all that are going to be popping off. Here, let's try requeuing for it. See if that does anything for us. Either way, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me so far. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream. I know sometimes dungeon healing, you know, whenever we're doing pledges and stuff, I know it can be a little slower while we're waiting for a... Never mind, there it goes. I know it can be a little slower while we're waiting for a dungeon to pop, but I appreciate your patience. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, if we got a good team and we get through this pretty quick, I mean, I definitely think that we can do a little trial before we head out of here tonight. They said hi. Let me say hello. Yeah, Moongrave Fane is a fun one. I am definitely looking forward to this. It's a bit of a longer one too. You know, I don't know how long we're gonna be in here, but I'm assuming not too long. Seems like we got some pretty good DPS here. And solid tank, so I think it should be just fine. And an okay healer, I guess. He's pretty alright from what I've heard. Gosh, every time I come in here, it always makes me remember that, like, Hollow Fang used to be, like, the healer meta. And it's crazy to think that, like, we used to take a 5-piece set for some Magicka Restore and Minor Vitality. Like, that is crazy to me when you think about how far we've come now. And how high everybody's DPS is. You know, like, we, once upon a time, actually used to have to build specifically for sustain because it was such an issue, but it's just not anymore. honestly, pretty much, I unless they do something that like nerfs everybody's sustain into the ground, I think the permanent healer meta is just going to be building into increasing group damage. That's probably going to be it. Hey Reno, good to see you. I hope you're having a good night too. There we go. Now I'll just get out of their way. They know what they're doing. I'll get out of their way. Beautiful. I wonder if maybe these guys will want to do the hard mode for this. Maybe I'll ask and see if they do. Because honestly, I mean, if you got a pretty good team together who can do some high DPS, the hard mode for this is so much fun. And it honestly, like, it's actually pretty rewarding when you're a healer doing the hard mode for this. Oh, this is a fun boss too. This is also a very good boss to be a healer on. Yeah, I was a little bold there, not blocking. Let's see, do they know? They might not know. It's okay if they don't. Can I not get the revive off? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know that mechanic just ends up going away anyway. You know what? Just to be safe, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. Hey Doc, you know what type of companion should I make a healer for the upcoming solo dungeon? That's a good question. I think if I remember correctly, I know some notably good healer companions were like Isabel, Azander, Sharp as Night is also a good one. And then, honestly, Zareth was a pretty good healer as well, from what I remember testing. I think the only ones really who weren't a good healer was, like, Ember, Miri, Bastion, and I think even Tanloran wasn't bad, but definitely not my favorite. If I have to pick my single favorite, it's probably gonna be Isabel. I think just like her being a Templar gives her some pretty good ability to heal as a companion. But if you want more of like a support-oriented companion, Azander is the way to go. He has some fantastic buffs and debuffs that I found to be really, really useful when I was building my companions as healers. I love that we can do that. He just runs over there to try to, like, heal himself up a little bit, or whatever he does with that. And we're just like, you know what? No, that's not allowed. Sorry. Not allowed. You can't do that. You know, I really love, like, the whole concept of blood magic in the Elder Scrolls, and I really hope, especially going into Elder Scrolls 6, like if we're gonna go, if we do go to Hammerfell and we're gonna do more like with necromancy and zombies and stuff like that, I really hope that they include more blood magic, because I think that it's super interesting, and I wish that we saw more of it in the mainline games. Oh, there's a chest here. Wow, did I really not have the Hollow Fang necklace? Jeez. Okay, shows how much that I've actually done this dungeon. I really thought I had done this more. Okay. Honestly, man, I'm such a big fan of like the Khajiit lore and all that. Like I find their whole like culture and all that to be so fascinating. I know that there is next to no chance that the Elder Scrolls 6 is taking place in elsewhere, but there's a small part of me that's like, man, it would be so cool if it did. I would be so happy. But I can live with how much of elsewhere we get to see with ESO. Another chest. Yeah, it's a shame that we don't have a skill line for that, referring to blood magic, but if they make one, will it be like Dragon Age, or do you think it will be something new? Honestly, whoops, I was not paying attention. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if it was something like Dragon Age. I also agree that, and I don't know, maybe I just think blood magic is cool, but I think Dragon Age actually did blood magic really well. And I think that it was super fascinating from like a lore and gameplay perspective, you know? I didn't personally use it a whole lot in Dragon Age just because I never really like RP'd an evil hawk or warden or anything like that. Um, but I did find it to be super cool. I do kind of hope that it is like Dragon Age, you know? Um, I think that if there was an IP, like a fantasy IP that I would want to see Elder Scrolls borrow from, it'd probably be Dragon Age. Especially now that Dragon Age is pretty much dead. You know, RIP Dragon Age. Okay. Now, if I were being like super ultra mega optimal, sorry, I was waving at my daughter. She was looking at me through the window. I think my wife is putting her to bed. Um, what was I saying? Oh, if I were being like super ultra mega optimal here, I might actually go ahead and swap over to powerful assault for this fight, just because this fight has so many like immunity phases, but I'm not gonna deal with that. We are just gonna chill, and I'll pop Master Architect and we'll be fine. Yeah, 10 years waiting for... Yeah, I know. It is very unfortunate. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't hate Veilguard from a gameplay perspective. I actually thought that it was a really fun game to play. I just didn't like it from a story and lore perspective. It just didn't... It didn't feel like Dragon Age, you know? It didn't have that same tone that games like Dragon Age 1, 2, and even Inquisition to an extent set, you know? I didn't have really any problems with, like, characters or anything like that. And you know what? I'll be the first to admit, towards the end of the game, I actually started to enjoy the story more, but it was just a shame that I really only could say that I thoroughly enjoyed the last like 10 hours of the game. Again, fun game to actually play, just didn't really feel like a Dragon Age game to me, and that just kind of sucked, you know? So that's kind of my opinion on it, and I know they pretty much confirmed, right? I think that they almost outright confirmed that they are not doing anything else Dragon Age, but um, you know, we've heard that from other studios before, and something ends up happening in the future. Maybe, maybe Dragon Age will get a resurgence one day, or if nothing else, at least a remaster. I would just like to see that if, if we really can't get anything else. But yeah, we'll see. I know that's kind of a off-topic tangent for an for an ESO stream, but um, yeah, I would say Dragon Age is probably like one of my top 5 favorite series of all time. I love that game so much. Yes, I was not a fan of them just like getting rid of Ferelden with just a few lines of dialogue there. It did feel like there was some retconning there as well in the game, and I think that also bothered a lot of, well, not retconning, I should say, but more so like kind of writing off a lot of the important things that players grew to know and love in the series. And I think that also kind of just turned a lot of players off. I can respect them for trying to make a decision to be a little bold and go in a new direction with the game, but it felt like the game never really had a stable direction, you know? It felt like every Dragon Age was so different from one another that it never really felt like the game truly found its identity, you know? Anyway, yeah. So sorry for those that don't play Dragon Age, but I would highly recommend it if you don't. It's honestly a really fun game. Especially like Origins. Inquisition was fine.
This will burn.
Okay. I think what have we got left for this one? I think it's just I get not the twins, but I pretty much any time that there's a duo boss battle, I just call them twins. So I guess like the twins, and then I think final boss, right? That should be it. Can't think of any other bosses that we have for this one. Yeah, because we're gonna get through that gate and then fight the twins. Yes, this is pretty much it. And we'll see if they want to do. We'll see if they want to do HM. I think we've got a pretty strong team here, but I don't know if they're feeling bold enough for an HM run. If not, that's totally fine. I don't blame them. I think the HM for this is really really fun, but it can also be kind of chaotic. So it's definitely a lot easier with a coordinated group for sure.
Sansa will exact the death of blood owed from her clan.
All right, let me go ahead and pop this. Every time that I see every time that I see her name, that Nisadza, whatever, however you say that, Nisadza, yeah, that. Um, I always there's an ESO YouTuber who I really like, um, and her name is kind of sad. Why am I blanking? It's Nasaria. Every time I see that, I always think of her. Shout out to her though. She's such a good content creator. I have so much respect for that. Honestly, I just have a lot of respect for pretty much like most ESO content creators because this can be like a difficult scene for people to break into. You know, it's not, you know, obviously you're not like playing Call of Duty or Fortnite or something, you know, so a lot of people are hesitant to try this, but honestly, I like genuinely cannot express to you how much I love being an ESO creator. Come on, get over here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this is the HM over here.
When I bleed this dragon
I don't know if they'll want to. Not a big deal if they don't, though.
You are an ant trying to shoulder the world.
One little guy back here. There we go. Oh, I forgot there is another wave.
assume you are.
Oh, I thought that I had healed him enough. My bad. My apologies. Did I see the PTS notes for Templar? I know about, I kind of skimmed over it. I know about the hybridization change, and I know that they're getting a bit of a DPS buff. But I didn't see much outside of that. I didn't think that I saw anything, but admittedly, I was kind of sorry if, you know, sorry if if any of my colleagues are listening. I was kind of looking at it at work. So I was kind of not focused on it. Was there anything super interesting that's prevalent for healers? Yeah, there we go. This is another one of those like really interesting mechanics, you know, like he goes and hides behind the blocks. You got to get it out of the way so that he can get the full effect of the dragon fire on him. Super interesting. Oh, the sanguine shackle. I should be fine. It's not HM. Yeah, he's already dead anyway. He's done. GG's. GG. Thank you for fruit.
You deserved a better death.
No kind words for me.
Templar lost DPS but gained an unnamed buff of 3k armor, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, for the hybridization changes. Yeah, this so the illuminate passive that currently grants minor sorcery, that's being changed to oh shoot, I don't remember what it was called. Um but yeah, it's an armor buff that's going to grant, yeah, I think around like 3k armor. Um And then, you know, for PvP, it'll kind of be counteracted if you have a temp or a sorcerer on the other team because they're gaining a penetration buff similar to that. But I think it's almost exactly, if not exactly, the same amount of penetration that Templars are gaining in armor. So it'll kind of balance out in a PvP setting. For PvE, I don't think most groups are really going to notice a difference. A lot of groups are hitting pen cap pretty easy right now. And armor, you know, tanks are usually hitting their armor cap. But I suppose, right, like extra penetration, extra armor, these can be good for PvE groups that are maybe like not fully optimizing their builds, right? Like if you have a tank who's maybe they're not playing on a Nord, so if they're following a standard build, they're not quite hitting armor cap or whatever or something like that. That little armor buff might be exactly what they need. So, yeah, I think that it'll be interesting. Um, it will definitely be a little unfortunate for Templars that they're losing minor sorcery. But I think in a group setting, I think that overall this will be like a net positive change for these groups. Okay. Let's see. Because I think we're gonna hop into a trial. We did all of our dungeons, so I think we'll hop into a trial to finish things off. Let's just go with like a simple like ulti-gen setup. Little pillagers, little SPC, or some. I think I have Zorans saved by default because I'm assuming we'll have a werewolf. So let's see. What have we got? What have we got? Rock Grove. You know what? Oh, Sunspire hard mode. Oh, they've only got 3. Yeah, you know what? We're joining the Sanctum Ophidia run. Let's do this. It seems like they're already maybe like already pulling trash or something. I don't know how far into this they are. But we'll just go for it. You know, we'll see where they are. Oh yeah, okay, so they're pretty far into this already. That's okay. We're gonna have fun. I don't really care that much about like any of the gear or anything. However, I'm still a loot goblin. Wait, did that chest not? Oh, okay. I guess I'm not getting anything from this. Alright, whatevs. Oh man, they are really... I kind of wish that portal took you a little further up. Okay, so I think that they're at the Lamia Queen, or whatever it is, up here. Is that what that is? Or are they just fighting ads right now? Oh yeah, I think this is just ads. Alright. Not to worry. I'm here. I'm gonna have a great heal parse with all this poison. See, this is why I love Sanctum Ophidia. It's just so chaotic. It's like, oh, I hope you guys enjoy having poison stuck on you for the entire trial from start to finish. Oh, and lightning. Sorry, I forgot about the lightning. Lightning and poison from start to finish. You love to see it. Yeah, gosh, dude, I haven't done Sanctum Ophidia in so long. This is so much fun. This is so chaotic. I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming our other healer is probably running Rojo or something like that. Or maybe they're at least running like Spell Power Cure and Powerful Assault or something like that. I don't know. I didn't happen to notice Major Slayer down there on my buffs, but I wasn't paying that close of attention. Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. I mean, honestly, like, you can just kind of let the poison do its thing. All this is going to do is help my heal parse. Also, for those that don't know, in this trial, Sanctum Ophidia, there is, and I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't done it yet, but there is a secret involving some meat, a cave, and a whole lot of trolls. There's an achievement tied to it, so if you haven't done it yet, I would highly, highly recommend grabbing a group and doing it because it's so much fun. I don't remember what update it was, but I had a friend who he's a guildmate of mine. He parsed, I think, like 250k DPS because there was so many just trolls, just constant trolls coming out, and they were all grouped up, so he was parsing crazy high. Okay, cool. It looks like I thought I saw it a second ago. It looks like our other healer does have who's it? Overflowing altar on. So I might. Whoa, it's weird. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so it looks like then our other healer is a Templar as well, and they are also using a Rojo build. Because that's the only possible way that they were able to get their, who's it? Oh, don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Jeez, why am I... Okay, I was, like, lagging for a second there. I could not get off that radiating. That's, like, the only way that their radiant aura could be so high. Okay, this is the Lamia Queen, right? Or whatever she's called. Just gonna pop that. Give everybody some ultimate. Okay, well that works out then. I'm glad that I ended up choosing to be on a Pillager's build. Go. That's okay. I'll free people. Hello? There we go. Anybody? Oh, well, that guy's trapped. Hey, let me do the thing. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop barrier. That was getting a little out of hand there. Okay. Since our other healer does have overflowing altar, I might swap out and use Warden Contingency instead. Especially with like how much damage we're gonna constantly be taking from poison and all sorts of things like that. Okay, we're not out of combat yet. I'll just get it ready. I'll get it prepared. Okay, there we go. We're out of combat. Perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, that should be good then. And that way, get a little extra damage shield, get some minor protection, you know, with how much outgoing damage there is in this trial. some minor protection might actually be very good for the team. And then I guess I can go ahead and swap off Radiant Aura, too, because it seems like this guy's got it covered. So, I don't really know what else to use, then. Oh. He is going. He's just gunning it. Hey, let me up. Let's see. You know what I might do? I might throw in, or well, you know what? After we clear out this little wave right here, I might see how many Templar DPS we have, because I think I just saw someone throw some shards, and if that's the case, I probably don't need to bring those either. Let's see. Oh, yeah. No need for me to bring shards. Okay. Let me see. What else can I bring? Golly. We are covered. Say I don't need to bring Radiant Aura, so I gotta find something else to bring. Oh, it might not matter. I think we're just hard pulling here. Okay, well, never mind. Radiant Aura it is. That's fine. Not a big deal. Someone going to... Okay, good. Let's say I wanted to wait until the whole team is up before I pop this. Well, I guess it kind of works out that I brought Radiant Aura. Because right now I'm the one providing it, so I think that's okay. Oh, let's make sure that we revive this person. I'm just going to go ahead and pick them up. Yeah, I know we've still got some deaths here, but honestly, I think the minor protection is probably making a little bit of difference here, especially during those poison phases. Yep, here we go. I love that we've still got the lingering poison too. We're doing this on like extra vet mode right now. Not quite hard mode, but like somewhere in between vet and hard mode. Let's go ahead and do this. I know that there were a couple people down, but I don't want to sit here and hold on to a 500% ult, especially with, you know, we're taking a little bit of time to get people rezzed here. Oh, magic detonation on me. Okay, once we get to the final poison phase, I'm gonna go ahead and pop barrier. Very nice. Oh, that wasn't good. But we got it. Very nice. G, thank you for group. Even though I wasn't here for like half the trial. I'm gonna wait until this poison goes. Well, I don't think it can hurt us anymore, right? Nope, it can hurt us. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna sit over here. That's a master chest there, too. Very nice. I'll just sit right here for a second till the poison goes away. Okay, much better. Well, that was fun. Gosh, I forgot how much I love Sanctum Ophidia. I know that I had it ranked kind of low in my favorite trials ranking, but still, dude, like that is it's so much fun. For a base game trial, it's so much fun. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and dip on out of there. I guess we'll just take one last peek at Group Finder. We'll see if anything catches our fancy. If not, we'll go ahead and call it a night. Nothing and nothing. Okay. Well, then I do think that that is about as clear of a sign as you can get. All right, y'all. Well, in that case, we will go ahead and start saying our goodbyes here. Let me come over to my usual little spot. Now complete with glowy orbs all around me. All right, y'all. Well, I think that was everything that we had time for tonight. I appreciate y'all sticking around to, for the dungeon wait, and especially, probably joining in on a chill dungeon healing stream to see me healing the most chaotic trial. But I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you, as always, for coming out tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me and talking in chat and asking questions and all that good stuff. As always, you guys are amazing. And I, love this community from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing. I think that's pretty much it. Keep an eye out for video going out, ideally, towards the end of this weekend. And if I do end up streaming on Sunday, I'll make sure to give you guys a heads up. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got. I think all I've got left to say is that I've been Doc. Take care of yourselves, be good to others. Thank you guys very much for another awesome stream, and I will catch y'all in the next one.